What's going on, everyone? And on TCG here. I just want to do a quick follow-up on 151, Pokemon Scarlet Violet 151 reprint. And I posted a video 2 days ago saying that the Pokemon Company is super competent and they will cash in on this. It just happens 8 hours later, we have this the news release here from PokeBeach. All the Timmies online are saying that it's just extra product and this and this. If you look at the bottom here, they're pretty much like the Kamala Harris ad. They're full of shit. So the Pokemon Company is going to cash in on this, as I mentioned in the last video. As you can see here, they revealed a new premium collection, if you will. So this is just a new means to get out booster packs of 151. It's going to release in the US, Europe, and other countries in February, and 12 booster packs each. So, a lot of folks have been asking the question about what exactly are they printing? Because we've seen Crown Zenith reprint come out in mass, a ton of it. In fact, if anybody's gone to the Sam's Club website recently, the Sea and Sky thing was initially limited to 50 per person per order or per member. Then it was cut down to 5, and now it's back to just 25 per order. So they have an unlimited supply of this stuff. It's obscene how much they have out there. So the Pokemon Company is going to print this and print it and print it. It's going to be like Jerome Powell, Money Machine Go Burr, only it's going to be 151 Machine Go Burr. So that brings me to the next question. Why 12 pack bundles? And I think this is it's very simply math. So what we found out since COVID in the last 3 years, TCG companies, they've already pushed the envelope on more products, a more frequent release of products, which everybody's burned out. They've pushed the print runs, which has been an absolute disaster. So the only way that these companies can make more money is to raise the price and increase the profit margin on what they're already selling and what the market will bear. The market's only going to grow at a certain amount. The total addressable market is what it is. So again, the only way they can do it is to increase the price, which I think is what Pokemon Company is trying to do with surging sparks. Now, granted, there's a ton of demand there, but tightening the print runs to create some margin and a little bit of FOMO is going to create demand and allow the Pokemon Company to raise price over time. You can't raise price on a product that's being dumped at a distributor price the day after, the month after, the quarter after release. So why 12 pack bundles? And I'll go through some really, really simple math here, as opposed to printing all the other products that currently exist. So for example, it's one SKU. So it's very easy to print, very easy to mass produce, and it's good value. So if we look at the Crown Zenith booster bundles that just came out, one of the distributors had them for $16 per. So we have to assume, just for simple math, they effectively paid, the distributor paid $10 per 6-pack booster bundle. The market is about 24. On Pokemon Center, they're selling for 23 and change. So just say 24. So $14 of profit, comes out to, I'll call it like 46%, et cetera, from what they pay distro to what the retail price is. So if we take that, multiply it by 2, in a normal scenario, Pokemon Company would sell them for $20, so $20 worth of revenue, and they would retail at $48. However, you throw all the bells and whistles into this thing, which, quite honestly, it's kind of a bunch of junk. Looks like it's an oversized card, 4 promos and a code card, which doesn't mean anything. Yeah, a little bit of extra wrapping, but the expected MSRP of this product is $75, which if you do a similar ratio of $24 MSRP to $10 distro price, or selling to distro, not what myself or a store would buy from distro, at $75 MSRP, it means that they're now selling 12 packs for $31.25. Again, there's some additional packaging. That's a 56% increased profit margin by going to market in that route. It's one SKU. It simplifies logistics. It simplifies manufacturing, and they can print the living crap out of this. I would be shocked if this isn't akin to the Charizard UPC, which seems like it was out there for 2 years before it started moving. And then Crown Zenith, which again is it's available everywhere. it's coming out of everybody's ears right now, and eventually it'll get ripped and it'll disappear. But it's an absolutely astronomical amount. So, in my opinion, the reason why we haven't gotten a bunch of other reprints is because, quite honestly, they've been printing this for a long time in Japan, in the US, etc. So, what does this mean for 151? I mean, the price is going to come down on some of the items. Some of the items it won't. You know, the Pokemon Center ETBs I think are safe. You know, some of the stuff. I mean, look, they're cool collector's items. But the individual cards, to some extent, will come down, at least in the near term, and then it'll go back up. You know, the crazy thing is 151's, you know, kind of akin to the, you know, the tulip craze of 1500s for whatever it was, where people just want to buy it. So it doesn't matter how much gets thrown into the market, people buy it, and it's going to disappear. So, you know, the Pokemon company can print as much as they want, throw it in the market, and it's going to get bought. It's going to get purchased. It's going to get chewed up. So there's no correcting the price similar to what they did in Japan. It's not going to happen at this point, especially with this current leg up in the pricing. But what's interesting is if we look at Twilight Masquerade, you know, I think everybody would not dispute that Twilight Masquerade probably needs a reprint, at least for the booster boxes. So if this product is coming out in February, that means Twilight Masquerade at the earliest will have a reprint coming to market in April or May of 2025, which means those boxes are going over $200 all day long. And quite honestly, the best buy is probably the sleeve booster cases, which is 144 packs, 4 booster boxes that are still selling for, you know, $380, $390, $400, depending on the distributor. You know, if you're going to rip it, that's great. But, you know, to be able to buy it from distribution for under $100 a box equivalent, you know, it's not the blue chip investment, but it's pretty damn close from a value perspective. So anyway, just some perspective on 151. It's going to get reprinted. There's going to be a ton of it. You know, if you want to buy it. I personally am going to buy as much of it as I can, because ultimately it will go out of print. People will want it, and you know the price will continue to move up, and it's probably going to be one of the best investments and one of the best performing assets of the Scarlet and Violet era. So, if this was helpful, if you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, join the Discord. As of right now, we are offering a bit of a discount on our Surging Sparks cases. Just go into general chat, or, you know, post a message. I posted something there, and we'll just we can PM back and forth and figure out and do the transaction. You know, since our site is still, hopefully in the next week it's up, but it's still under construction. So, hi guys, have a good night. Take it easy.